Bearded Barbarian! Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be opening a variety of different things. We've got comic books, we've got Funko Pops, we've got stickers, we've got Bean Boozled. But we're going to start out today talking about stickers, okay? I watch a lot of different YouTube channels other than my own, and a lot of people have stickers for their channel using either their logo or some other different design. So I was thinking that's something that I feel like I would like to try to do as well. I think it's sort of a cool feature that the different channels sort of do. Some of them are bigger and smaller, etc. So I reached out to a fellow YouTuber and I asked him, what company he uses, and he told me Sticker Mule. And I noticed a lot of other YouTubers are using that company as well. So I went on their website, used my new logo that hopefully people are enjoying through my intro to design a sticker for myself and hopefully put it in giveaways and other things that we're trying to do here at the channel for people and subscribers and visitors and viewers. So I'm going to go ahead and open it here on the channel. I like to open things here. Who knows, our next episode I might open the light bill on the channel. But right now we're going to open our stickers and see how we did, okay? Hopefully it came out really good. Again, I've never used this company before, so we may have, we may not know how we do. But I'm having a problem getting out of the package. I don't want to cut my first sticker here, so let's see how we did. Okay, so this is how the packaging comes if you order anything through this company. Let's see, we got bunches of packets and packets and packets of it here, so let's see. All right, so what they sent us was a, looks like a coaster. It says hot sauce that kicks AQQ, mule sauce. That's kind of cool. They send like a little coaster. That's kind of neat. All right, so I'm going to pull my little stickers out here and let you take a look at them. This is the sticker that I got. Again, it's my new logo. Hopefully you are enjoying that. And there it is. So you can sort of see what it looks like. I got the 3-inch one, and I'll try to put a picture up above as well so you can sort of get a close-up of it. There are different sizes you can get. I thought this might be a nice size so I can potentially put it in an envelope and etc. to send it to people. Came out really, really good. Let me go ahead and open one of the, use my teeth here. Go ahead and pull out the stickers and see how they turned out. All right. Ooh, they look nice. They're nice. They got nice thick ones. They're not real thin or anything like that, which is what I was concerned about. And again, so that's the stickers that we got. So again, when I get some giveaways that I'm going to give away, I'll try to make sure I get one in each of the packets. And some other things that I can try to do with these. I got 200. You can get them in different sets. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And look out. Maybe you may be getting a sticker real soon if you're looking for one. All right, so that's that. We'll go ahead and set that out of the way. Our next thing is we wanted to, I've been looking at other collectibles other than just Funko Pops and seeing other things that I'm interested in collecting. In the past, in the early 90s, when I was in high school, I used to collect comic books. I collect a lot of comic books. I haven't collected any recently, but I've been watching a lot of channels, and again, it sort of builds my interest back in potentially collecting some comic books. I'm going to be very selective. I'm not just going to just arbitrarily start collecting Marvel comics or whatever it is. So first thing I want to do is sort of show you a little bit about what my collection looks like and some different comics that I actually have in my collection, and just sort of get an idea of what was going on in the early 90s in comic book collecting, if you're curious about that. So the first one that I have here is a Ghost Rider comic. So I do have some Ghost Rider. I don't have a lot, but I do have some. This is a really cool one that I wanted to show everyone. The thing that's kind of cool about it is the fire around him is actually a glow-in-the-dark. I know that glow-in-the-dark is really popular with Funkos and so on and so forth, but it was really popular in the early 90s as well. So it's very cool. When you feel it, it has a texture to it. They laid the glow on real quick, real thick there. So yeah, it comes out pretty good. I'll see if I can try to get a picture. Sometimes my camera doesn't do great with glow in the dark, but I'll see if I can try to get a picture in the glow so that you guys can see it. So, but it is a cool issue. It's a Ghost Rider number 15 if people are curious to try to look to collect that one. Okay. The next one is, I thought this was sort of interesting. I've forgotten a lot of the comics that I used to collect. I did a wide genre of different types of things, and when I pull Funkos out and I'm excited about Funkos, I get really irritated when I pull out anime Pops. And I thought this was kind of cool because I pulled through my collection, and I have a number of these different types of ones called Buddha's Palm. And if you look at it, it looks an awful lot like anime. So apparently, I was sort of into the older version of what anime was going to be back in the comic book days. Back in the early 90s, people were into a lot of kung fu and a lot of ninja movies and collectibles and things like that. So I was into it apparently too. I'd forgotten that. I'd wiped it out of my memory. So I just thought that was kind of neat. This is a cool one. It's called Buddha's Palm. I have another one that's Oriental Adventures, I believe it's called. And I'll maybe show you some of those in the future. Okay. Another thing that's sort of interesting about the early 90s is, and even in the late 80s, 3D was very popular. Just like now, you go to the movies and there's a 3D version of things. It was very popular then. It was not good. It was very, very terrible compared to what you see now. But 3D comic books were really cool. I used to have parties, like 3D parties, and we would bring comic books and wear 3D glasses. And of course, they were the old blue and red ones. So this was a comic book I collected. It was called Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And it's a 3D comic book, and it's sort of designed kind of weird. And then they give you the 3D glasses. So I just thought that was kind of a neat kind of throwback to the early 3D days. So that was kind of a neat one. Two more here. The next one that I have is, I also used to collect a lot of graphic novels, which is basically, for people that aren't as familiar with them, it's like a thicker version of a comic book. It's, you know, it's more of like a half between a book and a comic book kind of thing. So this is one that I collected. It's called Arkham Asylum. It's obviously Batman and Joker and so on and so forth from that particular series. It's a great one. And yeah, it's something that I really, really am into. And like I said, graphic novels are really, really neat. And it sort of harkens to what I'm going to open soon. Anyway, so that was a cool one. And then the last one that I have is one from one of my favorite movies of all time. It was actually one of the early, comic book type of movies. People think that the Marvel movies were some of the early ones, but The Crow was actually one of the early ones. That one in Batman, the early Batman with Jack Nicholson. But this is a great a novel. It's got some great artwork in it, and that's really what it's about. And it's a lot to do with the artwork as well as the storyline. So it's just a few of my comic books. I may show some more. People are interested in those in upcoming videos, but I just thought those were some interesting insights on what was going on in early 90s comic book collecting. Okay? All right, so this sort of goes into what I'm going to open next. I was on eBay, and our current situation is sort of a unique one. I've never really, obviously nobody's really been into this situation before where we're quarantining and there's this virus that everyone's worried about. It sort of reminded me of a book that I'd read a while back, and I've actually listened to it again on Audible. It's The Stand, okay, by Stephen King. If anybody's read it, it's a very thick book, but it's a great on Audible as well. And it's basically the same type of situation. It's about people that are there's a super flu that's going around, and it's sort of a dark way of looking at what's kind of similar to what's going on now. Obviously, I hope it doesn't get to that particular point because it's a pretty severe one. I won't want to ruin it for anybody if they want to watch it. But I was watching some YouTube videos about different things, and somebody brought up that there's a comic book of this version of The Stand. So I just thought that would be really cool. So I went on eBay, and people sell everything on eBay. So I decided to go ahead and see if I could get these. I got a really great deal. It was $14 for these. And let's see how many we have here. I think it's 5 or 6. Yeah, 5 of them. They're supposed to be in okay condition, not mint condition, but that's okay. I wasn't really collecting them for that as much. But I'll let you take a look at their covers here. Hopefully they're in some kind of order. Yes, this is the first one. This is Stephen King, The Stand. And this is the first comic. Pretty good condition. Not real banged up or anything. I don't know that it has a lot of value, but it is really cool. It's got some nice artwork in there. Let me see if I can find a good page that has some interesting artwork. You can see some of the artwork in the image right there. So yeah, that was the first. So I got one. The next one this is number 2 of 5. You can sort of see some things that are going on there. Yeah, so that was a cool one. This is number 3 of 5. Again, Stephen King. If you're not into Stephen King, I get it because it can be a little kind of scary. This one's sort of an interesting book. It's not as much like gore and those type of things that you can sometimes get in Stephen King. It's really about good and evil. It's about that whole idea of good versus evil. So I think that's kind of cool. This is a nice one, and this is really cool. And this is number 5 of 5. So I got all 5 of them. So yeah, they came in good condition. They really, really are in good condition. Not mint, but I'm going to go ahead and get some boards and some things, and I'm actually trying to hang them. A lot of people are using like comic books as artwork now. They're boarding them and putting them up on their walls and things like that. Some people don't even read the comics. They just want them for the art. But I am going to look through them and read these as well. All right. So that's that. Our next thing is we got one last thing. Since I was on eBay and surfing around, and I said, well, maybe there's some other things, some other trouble I can get into. So I went on eBay and found a mystery box. Now, a lot of people open eBay mystery boxes, and it really, you are rolling the dice big time when you do stuff like that. Because it makes you wonder, why would anyone go on eBay to actually sell Funko Pops in a mystery box other than to dump junk Funkos into a box? But some people actually use it as their business, and it's sort of the easier way instead of having to set up a website and all those things to do that. So they had a lot of positive reviews. Always look at the reviews when you go on eBay and sort of look and see if this is something that looks like something you might want to try. This particular mystery box is $30. I will, put up some information on eBay. I don't know if I want to put anything specifically about the seller, good, bad, or indifferent, because I didn't specifically reach out to him and asked if that's something they wanted to do. So I won't do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to try my Bean Boozled luck here today, and I'm going to see how we did. And for those people that have been watching my sort of series through these, there's two beans that are the same color. One tastes good. One tastes like vomit or whatever other thing there's in there. And when I've had good luck getting these, I've had good luck in the boxes. It's very strange. I thought this would be kind of a goofy thing. It is a goofy thing, but I just think it's sort of interesting that I'm 4 for 4 or whatever it is at this point doing this. So I'm hoping that this is going to be something good tasting, because I don't want to taste barf either, or whatever. All right, so we're going to spin our wheel and see what we can come up with. All right, whoop, let me get this out of the way here. I think I've tasted them all, but maybe I have not. All right, it says toasted marshmallow. I've done that one before. Let me try to see if I can get a new one here. Butter popcorn or rotten egg. I think I've tried that one, but maybe not. Let's see if I can find it in here. I think is it this one? Yeah, here it is. All right, so it's either buttered popcorn or rotten egg. Not a good way to start off. My God, that's horrible. Oh! I don't know how they were able to do it. They're geniuses. These scientists are genius. They should be working on the coronavirus, because they have captured rotten egg. It's so gross. All right. Well, we'll see what kind of horrible thing is in store for us. All right. I'll cut it open. That is really, really horrible. Hopefully they're in good shape. Whatever Funko this is, at least in good shape. My goodness, that smell is... I don't understand how something can have such a bad smell. Alright. Ooh, it's at least in a pop protector. That's kind of good. What did we get? Ooh, we got a Michael Myers pop. Michael Myers. It's a Hot Topic exclusive. It's a Halloween H2O. It's from, I believe, that new Halloween series. I'm not into horror pops that much. I do have some. They're kind of scary. I don't really care for scary movies that much, but if around Halloween I'll watch them, and around certain other times of years I'll watch them. He's got a very cool mask. I like the way they did the mask. He's got a bloody knife that he's wielding, that he's looking for his prey. Let's just hope when it comes to his prey, it's not my wallet when it comes to value. So what we'll do is we're going to go away and come on back and check the value and let you know how we turned out. All right, welcome back. So we did a little bit of research on our Michael Myers pop. There are some very valuable ones. There is one that's a glow-in-the-dark pop that's worth over $100. We do not have one of those. We have a non-glow-in-the-dark one. So when the lights go out, you just get frightened by Michael Myers. So basically what we looked at and we found is it's worth $24. Okay, so it's not a super cheap pop. It's not like an $8 pop or a $10 pop. It does have some value. It is a $24 pop, but we paid $30, and I'm not really totally into these kind of pops, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad box by any stretch of the imagination. I would probably be willing to go with them again. And if you want to reach out to me specifically and ask, I'll be happy to sort of share where I got it from, but I don't necessarily want to put it to the public. But yeah, so it was kind of a loss. I would value it sort of as a loss. So once again, our Bean Boozled is perfect. But yeah, so it is a cool pop. I will make sure to add it to my collection and so on and so forth. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You were able to, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We have a lot of really fun videos. We're going to do a variety of different things. If you'd like to see more comic books, let me know. Make sure to put that a notification bell and click that at the bottom so it kind of lets you know whenever my videos. I'm trying to put out a video either every other day or every third day at the most. Try to put them out as regularly as possible. I don't want to annoy you in your inbox, but I also want to try to keep you abreast of what's going on with some of the collectibles out there. Thank you for coming, and goodbye from the Bearded Barbarian.
Barbarian!